I dropped my bike 3 times on my last adventure, showing me the value of soft panniers rather than hard ones. So I've lashed out on some new Nelson-Rigg waterproof dry bag panniers. But I'm too tight to buy the racks, so I'm going to make some. How hard can it be? So I've made a paper template as a guide for the bits of steel I'll need to cut out and then stick together with the welder. I know what you're thinking, why does he bother? He's going to end up fiddling and farting with this all day just to make those racks. But my time is free and I enjoy this stuff, and besides there's only about $20 worth of material in it. Don't bother telling me what I'm doing wrong here. I'm just a self-taught shed tinkerer with a cheap Chinese TIG welder, which, given my skill level, is all that I require. I might be just a bumbler, but I still like to get things accurate and correct. So I measure the diagonals to make sure the whole thing is square, and then tack it all together. Once it's tacked, it's the easy part to actually do the welds. It is so rewarding to stick metal together. If you haven't tried it, give it a try. At my age, it's something that's definitely better than sex. I've drawn a picture of the loops that I want to make that the bag straps will strap onto. And with the amazing technology of speeding up the video, it doesn't take very long at all to make these. And then tack them in place, and finally finish it off by welding them properly. Did I mention how satisfying this is? It is so satisfying. And in no time at all, I've got the 4 tabs welded onto one side. I've also made up an arm that bolts onto the back of the pillion pegs. This will make the frames nice and rigid. Damn, when the video is not sped up, it really takes me a long time to do this stuff. But I'm using the measure twice, cut once principle to make sure I get it right the first time. And they're ready for assembly. There's a convenient thread hole in the back of the pillion pegs that I've used for that bottom bracket. Then 2 bolts into my existing frame for my top box. You've got to love ratchet ring spanners. Okay, let's have a look at them. You can see the bolt that bolts into the back of the pillion peg. I've welded the other end straight to the bottom of the frame. This keeps the frames nice and stiff. No, sorry, nothing to do with sex this time. There are 4 straps to secure the bag onto the frame. I'm impressed with the build quality of these bags. All of the attachments and the bags themselves are really nice and heavy duty. And did I mention these are about half the price of something like Giant Loop? And no reduction in quality. Velcro straps across the bike complete the whole assembly. And it still allows me to lift the back seat so I can fill up the tank with fuel. These bags are a generous 27 litres each side. And they come with this handy inner bag as well. You know that if you just pack the inner bag, it will fit perfectly into the bag. And the dry bag type seal on the top keeps it completely waterproof. The buckles are high-grade aluminium and the clips are steel, so there's no problem with little plastic tabs breaking that you might find on lesser quality bags. There are also 2 straps that go across the top so that you can pack additional stuff on top of the bags if you want. I doubt whether I'll use these, but it's an option. Here's the use of these inner bags again. A really useful little feature, particularly when you're unpacking at your campsite destination. Alrighty then, it's time to pull it all apart again, because I have to paint the frames. But I won't be boring you with that.